legislation, even those which have been brought out relatively recently, you know, they are not truly adapted to the digital age.
Yes.
So, for the pharma industry, when they look at the regulatory context of digital advertising, what are the key elements why it needs to be managed differently as compared to the traditional advertising channels that they've used? What are kind of the two, three differences which makes it a due to which they need to handle it differently as compared to what they've done in the past?
So how I would look at it is, though the laws are not really equipped to look at digital content or digital platforms or the electronic medium per se, conventionally it was easy to manage a paper advertisement because it was static. You had much more time to say look at it, to finalize it, and to disseminate it. Even dissemination was under highly controlled environment because you knew exactly how many copies you've made, whom you've entrusted it to, who is going to be your end user, so what is the endpoint that it will reach. So it was easily trackable, it was easily manageable because it was more tangible than it is in the digital scenario. The digital medium itself throws up issues like, as I had earlier said, the dissemination is at a click of a button. Even if you try to restrain the distribution to X number of nodes, it is very easily possible that someone just takes a screenshot and puts it on WhatsApp, just as an example. But you've said it is for this advertisement is for a registered medical practitioner. You're displaying it for the registered medical practitioner only, but he himself decides, oh, let me take a screenshot and preserve it because this is important for me. And then for some reason he decides to forward it in his, say, a group of WhatsApp medical professionals group. And from there, there's no control. I mean, you cannot really predict where it is going to go. Now, you will have your pharma brand on it. Perhaps there will be a platform brand on it, and it is out in the open. Now, what does the law say? It is for registered medical practitioners only. You and me know it, pharma company knows it. But now it is in the hands of the viewer. He may not know this. So it is absolutely important that that disclaimer is upfront. So even if we all get hauled up for it, that how did it even reach the public space? We say there was due diligence done. In fact, it also talks about, it also has an email ID which says there is more information related to this drug, and you need to write at this address or click on a particular link uh, to avail of this information. So when it comes to a digital medium, first is to it will be important for the team to actually make a list of items of what can actually go wrong, and you can have a standard process or a checklist relating to it, saying that if this is my digital ad and it is meant to do XYZ things, what if it does more than these XYZ things? How do I protect myself against it? Uh, and I particularly see a problem with sharing. Another problem that I see is that that content has to be copyrighted. It will be copyrighted because it is going to be owned by the pharma company,